YouTube, what is up? James Biggie here, and I'm recording this a little bit early, but I'll be posting it Tuesday or Wednesday, and this is episode 3 of Unpopular Opinions. I am here at work on a Sunday, just kind of hanging out, so I thought I'd get this recorded now and in the can for Tuesday, because I may be busy Tuesday night, I'm not entirely sure. But this week's Unpopular Opinion is not music related for once, and it is actually comic book related. And that unpopular opinion is Deadpool is a terrible comic book character in general. I know people love Deadpool, like they really fucking love that character and connect with him for whatever reason. I don't know. I've always looked at Deadpool as sort of clown shoes, honestly. I feel like for what they're aiming to do with the character, there's a bunch of other characters, both in Marvel and DC, that do those things better. People like him because he's quippy and witty and sarcastic and jokes a lot. Well, Peter Parker does that. Spider-Man absolutely is quippy and witty and jokes a lot, and is a much better character. If you argue that Deadpool is better than Spider-Man, well, you're wrong. He's brutal and savage and murdery and mercenary sort of dude. Well, the Punisher is too, and the Punisher is a way cooler character than Deadpool. Also, even in DC, like, the character Deadpool's ripped off from or modeled after loosely, Deathstroke, another character who is a mercenary who is very brutal and murdery and a much deeper, I think, better character than Deadpool. Also, Lobo. The list goes on and on. There's mercenaries and murder. Wolverine, even. Which is another thing. They kind of made Deadpool as a joke knockoff of Deathstroke from DC. And a combination of, like, Wolverine, the Punisher, and Spider-Man. Wolverine, the Punisher, and Spider-Man, all better characters than Deadpool. And I'm not hating on anybody for liking what they like in comic books. I just have never grasped or understood the connection people have to Deadpool. Everybody's like, but he breaks the fourth wall. That's insane. It's been done in comics. And when he does it, and if you read his comics, which I have absolutely read a bunch of Deadpool stuff, it's not that creative or not that funny. It's a lot of the same sort of dick and fart joke, lowbrow humor, and it just has no real depth to me. The one thing that I can say to the credit of Deadpool is the movie was great. If you're a Deadpool fan, they did your character justice. I liked that movie enough. I still don't like the character, but if they were going to make a Deadpool movie, I'm certainly going to watch it anyway. And it was entertaining, so I will give them that. A lot of it was a supporting cast. Colossus was hilarious in that. Negasonic Teenage Warhead or whatever was also funny in it. It was just a well put together movie and did open the door for a lot of rated R superhero movies since, which I know it hasn't come out that long ago, but I don't think we get to Logan if we don't have Deadpool to open the door first. So I'll give it that. Aside from that, the Hot Topic attraction and fans of Deadpool just... It's a lot of people that don't read comics that are into the character. And I know some people that do, and that's fine. But because of that, because of the people buying hoodies and t-shirts and shit at Hot Topic, wearing all the gear, you can find some of the gear at like Walmart and Target, I'm sure, or whatever, t-shirts and stuff. Marvel has noticed this and has just wedged Deadpool into every fucking comic they can. And that's the most annoying thing to me about Deadpool. Is I'm picking up Spider-Man books, and this month and the month after, this week and the week after, or whatever, Deadpool's in it for whatever reason. Just because if you slap Deadpool on the cover of a comic book, people will buy it. It is marketably smart to do that, but it's annoying for a dude that doesn't particularly care for the character. Outside of that, I feel like DC has a little bit of the same issues with Harley Quinn, but I've always kind of liked Harley Quinn to an extent. When she's written well, I feel there's a certain depth to that character that Deadpool lacks to me. It's all just surface with Deadpool. It's all just jokes and silliness. And I understand that if you want to read your comics to be jokey and silly, but there's so many indie books and stuff that do it better. There's so many superhero books that do it better. Like, if you're into Marvel books and you want something funny, pick up a Rocket Raccoon book or a Guardians book or a Spider-Man book or something like that. If you want a violent comic, pick up any of the Marvel Max line of The Punisher or X-Force, stuff like that. If you're into the violence and the blood and stuff. I get it. Like, I love gore myself. I'm a huge horror movie fan and shit. But I just don't think Deadpool does it quite to the extent or quite as well as anybody else. But people, for some reason, really dig that character. That's all I got. It's a brief one. If you're a big fan of Deadpool, I'm sorry. I know everybody seems to be. Comment down below and let me know why I'm wrong. Tell me how deep and impactful Deadpool is for you personally or whatever. And we'll discuss it a little bit. Aside from that, that's it for this week. Unpopular Opinions, Episode 3. I appreciate everybody for the comments before on the other 2 episodes. And I look forward to hearing from everyone. I'll link the other episodes down here. You can check those out. And you can click on my face up here and subscribe if you would like to see more of this and argue with me more, because that's the whole point. These are unpopular opinions. Not everybody's going to agree. Most are going to disagree. So, that being said, I'll see you guys soon. And, yeah, come back next week for another unpopular opinion.